what we're learning is we're learning to not allow ourselves to fall into this, to keep repeating the cycle. So it's just basically goes round and round and round and round. So the more you can implement the certain practices, one of them being, my number one suggestion would be paying attention to whether or not you're grounded. So when you're grounded, like I know that I'm slightly ungrounded because I'm talking loud, right? So I get really excited and then I start talking really loud. So that's like one of my, an observation that I've made that, that I know about myself. So I'm going to recognize that I'm feeling a little bit ungrounded and I'm going to breathe into it. So now I don't feel like I'm grasping for the information. Now I don't feel like I'm detaching from myself to obtain the information, like plucking it from the ethers. I'm not doing that. I'm not plucking anything. All the information and wisdom is within. So it's the expansion, just like the sprouting of the seed. So the seed exists as the seed. All right, so you can be any seed that you want to be. What kind of seed would you be? You can be any seed you want to be. You can be a whole beautiful field of wildflowers. You can be a beautiful rose with thorns. So settle into your imagination. As part of another practice is getting into your imagination. So I talked about getting grounded. So the first thing is recognition. So you're like, oh, okay, well, when I start doing this, this is an indication that I'm ungrounded. So when Melissa starts talking loud, I'm not, like, that's not my true, like it is, but it isn't. It's one aspect of myself. But when I'm at like peace, I'm very quiet. Like when I'm not in that warrior energy. So here we got the Knight of Wands. So this is the warrior. So when I talk loud, that's my warrior energy. But to be a very, very strong, confident, secure warrior, you have to be able to be, so you have now, we have the cups, which is the water, and then we have the fire. So you don't want emotional overload to get involved. Because you're going out to battle and you're like, okay, I'm going out to battle because that's part of being a human. It's part of this process. This is part of the lesson. The cycles. So I was talking about cycles, and the world talks about cycles. So this is about coming full circle, having a culmination. So now it's like, did you learn the lesson? So you're learning the lessons right here, right now. I'm your teacher. I'm teaching you these things. You can believe what I'm saying, or you can choose to believe or not believe. This is what I know to be true for me. So yeah, you're going out into the battle to be effective. To be effective, you're going to have to, you don't have to, but it's suggested that you're mentally, emotionally, physically, and secure, or spiritually secure. This is how you're going to have the optimum success. So So now it's like, okay, emotionally mature, feeling comfortable expressing your feelings, knowing when to take action, knowing when to hold back, being so confident. You're like, this is another practice. So we talked about groundedness, being in the moment. What else did we talk about? Can't remember. But anyway, so here we have, so we're talking about our imagination, recognition, whether we know it to be true or not true. And then we have confidence here. So now it's like, okay, feeling into the feeling. So the feeling, you feel the feeling more deeply when you're in your body, right? So when you're in your body, just like the seed wouldn't be able to sprout if the seed wasn't in its body, right? So I am the body, I am the seed. So it's the matter of me sprouting. I can be any seed I want to be. I could be multiple seeds. But how can you do this if you're constantly focused on the other person? Love me, love me, love me. And then if you do that, then you're not going to be able to be truly you. So I am this beautiful queen. I am all of these energies. This is me, Capricorn. Knowing my worth, feeling secure with self, confident, independent. I just like have a natural ability to create, constantly growing, constantly changing, very patient. I like to daydream. So this is me. So now I would suggest that instead of putting all your attention onto your love interest, you take it all back and being like, okay, time to get established, time to get grounded, to plant that seed. Because this is the true me. This is me. Avalon, the mists of Avalon in my temple. You know, and it's like, just let them go. If they want to go in a different direction, that's okay. You're still going to be here in this moment, no matter what. You can't, you know, just get into the moment. If they want to go in a different direction, let them. But don't let them with resentment. Fine. You don't want to be with me? Well, fine. Because it doesn't feel good to do that at all. Like it's horrible. So here I am. So here, exactly. Because you're going to have something established. You're going to have your establishment. You're going to have the relationship. You're going to have everything you've always wanted. But are you going to continue settling? You know, like I said, if they don't want to be with you, they want to keep, you know, playing these games and constantly walking away and not being They don't want to can't be what you need them to be. That's okay. Don't take it personally. Walk away. Right? Because you're not this child begging. That was what they taught us. Look at that. Like I said, you're going to have it. You already have it. I choose me. Love is my mirror. Love is my muse. Love is me. Love is you. By Melissa Moonbeam. So looking at yourself in the mirror and loving what you see. Slow and steady. There's no need to demand. You're not this little child anymore. The system, it's okay. So we're gonna drop it. There's only one way to let go. There's only one way to let go. You have to let go. True love.